Yo, welcome guys. My name is Imabilians. I want to welcome all the new subscribers and the old subscribers as well. And I want to give a very big shout out to, I think I have 2 subscribers that always comment on my videos. Guys, I think Afro and Bills, there's this one user called Bills. Guy, I'm very sorry I can't recall your name. But hey, shout out to you guys. You are doing an amazing job. Now, in today's video, I want to talk about the 5 reasons why Russians do not want to rent out the apartment to foreigners, especially people from Africa. They were my people, my people from Wakanda, you know, the Africans. Now, before I had different perception about it, and I did my own research and based on my experience and the results from that and my research findings, I realized that hey, if I am in their situation, I might even do worse. Okay, so in today's video, just relax. I'm going to talk about it and I think it's going to be fun. So let's begin. Okay, so before we begin, I just want to draw attention to the fact that I've been in Russia for a couple of years, and during my time, for the past years, I've been trying to secure myself a good apartment, but the interesting thing is that I always waste money, because when I came here, the language was a barrier. It is even still a barrier, so I could not follow up some protocols to secure it. Now I have gained series of experiences from what transpired between me and the agent and the apartment owner. So the information I dropped today is actually valid and it's still happening, you understand. But during the past years, I've been doing research about the whole thing, like the reasons why the owners have decided, or some of the owners have decided not to give the apartment, or either apartment, studio, or probably their comnata, that is room. Some people rent out their room, to foreigners or people. So why they have decided not to do that? Okay, so based on my research findings or outcome, I realized that, come on, if I am in their situation, bro, I will do more than that. Okay, so guys, just relax and I'll give you number 1. Let's begin, bro. So point number 1 is maintenance. Now, most of our people, I will use the pronoun we, do not pay much attention to maintenance because we think we've paid for it. So some of us don't really maintain their property for them, and in these cases the owners decide not to give out their apartment to people of this nationality because they have had an experience with foreigners who didn't take good care of their property. And sometimes I do not blame them because if I rent out my property, which it serves as an asset to me, okay, and the user do not take good care of it, and maybe they turn up spoiling some things or damaging or breaking some stuff, even though in Russia you need to pay for zalot, or I think it's zalot, the term is called zalot. Yeah, zalot. That is prepayment, so when you spoil something or break something, they use that money to fix it, even though we pay for it. But most foreigners do not pay much attention to it, all right, and they do not take very good care of the apartment or the room. And because of that, the next time the room is out there or the apartment is out there, the owners choose different they prefer different nationalities to occupy the place, based on their past experience with them. You understand? So I believe that the maintenance is very, very important, because hey, that is the asset of someone. That asset is what brings out money, or support them financially. So if you come in and you spoil everything in, and you don't tidy up the place, you don't keep the place clean, definitely the person wouldn't be happy about it. And come on, let's bear in mind that Russians do not speak English, and most of them do not have good information or knowledge about we the black people, especially Africans. Okay, so when they have an encounter with you and it doesn't go positive, it doesn't go well, then that is the notion, or that is the perception they are going to have about every black person they meet on the street. You understand? So I believe that the first one is very important to them. Now, number two is communication. Now, we can all testify to the fact that it's very difficult to have a very good relationship, or establish a very good communication with someone who do not speak your tongue. All right, and in this case, the owners have to be able to communicate with the tenants. All right, now, for instance, if there should be any payments, or updates, or repairs in the apartment, I believe that owner has to be able to flow with the tenants. All right, but the moment there is a communication barrier between the tenants and then the owner, it becomes very difficult for them to have a very good understanding as to any situation that pops up. All right, so most owners do not prefer to give out the apartment to people they cannot understand them. You understand? So in most cases, the moment you call them, like you pick up the number and you call them, they want to be sure you can understand Russian. If you can speak Russian, yeah, of course, sometimes they might consider, because they understand you and you understand them, and they can even put out some warning and cautions and everything, and in that case they can consider. But if you can't speak Russian at all, bro, they are not going to even listen to you. They'll tell you, "Извините," like, sorry, we cannot help you. Or they can just, some will be so nice in the way that they will say, okay, sorry, the apartment has been given out, but you could see there that it was posted on like 5 minutes ago. which is very, very funny. So the third point is that it's registration. Now, if you are a foreigner, you come into Russia, you need to do registration. Okay, now for instance, if you are a student and you reside in a student hostel, mostly the university does your registration for you. Okay, and they use the hostel address to do that registration. Okay, residence registration or something like that. Now, if you come in to a new apartment, the owner of the apartment has to register you. He or she has to do a new registration for you. Okay, so for instance, let me just make some clarification. So if, for instance, you are a student, you are schooling, and now you feel like the hostel is not comfortable for you, either you move from the student hostel to an apartment, the owner has to agree to make your registration for you. So anytime there is a renewal or visa, the owner will use his or her document on details to do the registration for you. All right, so that is the third one. Number 4, most of them are very shy of foreigners, especially black people. That is why in most cases some foreigners might say that Russians are racist because they do not talk to them. Russians are this and that, but the actual truth is that most of the Russians are shy. They don't want to talk to you because they feel humiliated if they cannot speak Russian, or they cannot speak English, sorry. because English is internationally recognized language, international language. Everybody wants to learn. English is even taught in their basic schools, you understand. So the moment they are not able to understand you, all right, they try to avoid you. Okay, and this whole avoidance and misunderstanding, everything sum up to form something it's like I'm explaining some scientific thing, like they form up to become some molecular component called just kidding. So now they feel shy to talk to foreigners, especially black people, so yeah, so it's self-explanatory because they are just shy. All right, now the fifth one is actually rude, but I just want to drop it because hey, I'm just dropping it. Now the fifth one and the last point is that they are just racist. Okay, like they don't like you. That is it. Some people hate black people, some people hate white people. It's just the fact, they just hate you. You understand? They just don't like you. So you can even sit in a metro and someone will walk in and just see that hey, there's a black man sitting right opposite him or her. Then the person picks up back, move to this a different seat. You see, it's just normal because even amongst the black community, there are blacks who do not like blacks. It's normal. White who do not like white. Someone can just meet you for the first time and automatically hate you. It's normal. You understand? So the fifth point is very rude, but it is the truth. Some are racist, but thank God that racism has reduced, and Russia is very peaceful and welcoming. And for me in particular, I really love Russia because of peace of mind. Nobody disturbs me. I do whatever I want to do, and I believe that this applies to everywhere. The moment you comply by the rules, the regulations that governs the country or the society, I believe that hey, you're going to enjoy the place. So these are the 5 points that I have for you. Number 1 is the maintenance. Black people, like foreigners, don't take very good care of their property. So in the next time, they don't want to give it to black people. Number 2 is communication barrier. The communication between the owner and the tenant is actually difficult for them, especially if they need to send information out there, and the tenants do not understand or cannot understand. It's very difficult for them. 3, some are shy. They are just shy. They feel embarrassed to communicate with foreigners, especially if they can't understand them. 4 is they are racist. That is the 5. But 4 is that they are racist, and the 5 is what was the 5? Okay, so the 5 is that I have forgotten the 5, but hey, I guess you enjoyed this video. So if you find this video useful and interesting, give me a thumbs up, write a comment or suggestion in the comment section, and please share this information. All right, God bless you, and thanks for watching. Peace out, billions.